it's an obvious that to prioritize is really, important, and it's just you have to be an organized person to get it all done and make sure that, you have enough time for everyone and for my husband and my baby and work. But it definitely puts things into perspective, and you just pick and choose the things that you really want to do or that you're passionate about. You just, it's just, I think, that simple is to prioritize and make some time for yourself. Like, it's important to me that I get up and I work out every morning. And if that's compromised, then I know I just don't feel as good as I could feel. And you want to feel your best so that you can give to everyone else too. So I make sure that I do take time for myself or go have lunches with my girlfriends and do things that are important. I think sometimes I see a lot of my friends just get taken over by, their kids and their life, and that's great. But if you don't spend, take a little bit of time, whether it's, 2 hours a week, all you need is just like one day a week to go and visit with your friends. I think it helps a lot. As like a first-time mom, I'm learning a lot as I'm going, and I learned so much from Courtney, I think the most. And, I think what I've learned is you just have to parent your way. You just have to do things like whatever works for you and your household. And that's really, it's like hard to really give people a whole lot of advice when you just have to figure it out for yourself. And, I think you just, by watching other people, like watching my sister Courtney, I do learn a lot. And, but I have my own parenting style. We have our own styles and ways of how we do it, and we respect each other's ways, and we just learn a lot, I think, from each other. I'm really fun and playful, but I'm just like more strict on like nap times and, sleeping in her own crib, where Courtney does more of an attached parent style where her kids sleep in bed with her. So, that's, especially with the third baby coming, they're gonna need a bigger bed, or they're gonna need some other rules. We just did a really low-key birthday. So it's kind of like her birthday week. We hung out, it was Father's Day, so we hung out and went to a few museums in New York. And this weekend we're having a birthday party for her. I grew up with a lot of brothers or sisters and a brother, so a lot of siblings, and I know what that's like. I don't know if I would really follow in my mom's footsteps and have 6. I think that's a little crazy. I don't know how they did it. They were in their 20s and they weren't really thinking right. So, but I like a big family, so I would definitely like one more and see how that goes. I don't even think we've thought about it. We haven't even, people are already asking us, like, what preschool is she going to? I haven't, she's just turned 1. I haven't thought about too much more, than the phase that we're in. And I'm pretty good at, like, living in the moment, because everyone says it goes by so quickly, and you'll just, blink and she'll be 5 years old, and it just happens so fast. So I really do try to live in the moment of each age phase that she's at, which, makes me just like really appreciate everything that's going on around us. Well, she's always there. So, if we're filming, I think a lot even this season, like you'll see when I'm coming in, I'll be coming back from the park, and she's, in her stroller, and you might not see her face, but she's, in there, and we film a lot now, like in her room, and she's in there, and you might hear her little voice, but we just, for her own privacy, we just don't have her on that much. But she is in it a little bit, this season, as far as just around and in the room, not on camera, but you definitely feel her presence, and she's there. So I think that as far as whatever she wants to do, I think as parents you just want to be supportive of whatever your kids want to do when they grow up. And I actually, the beauty of having a reality show, especially because we film at the house, is the baby's there. So I actually get to be with her, as opposed to if I had, a job in an office somewhere, I physically couldn't be in the same room with her while I was working. And so I feel, really lucky that I have that advantage to really spend so much time with her. When everyone's, just eating, I get to see her every single day. Even if, like, the crew, takes a break and they have their lunch break and we're off, I'm there with, the baby. It's kind of perfect. I mean, I really love sharing my life with everyone. I think that, when I watch other people, I learn a lot from them. Or even I'll see things on TV on our show that I might not have noticed. I'll see it like what my sisters are doing when I'm not there, and I'll notice maybe different things that I, wouldn't have picked up on before. So I think that anytime you can, I mean, I love what I do. We're having so much fun. I think I've like figured out a good balance of, like Kanye being on here and there, but not really on, but I still sharing so much of my life, but keeping the things that I want private. I think it's been a balance, and you figure it out. And I think it's sometimes more in life. I'd say more so when I was pregnant. I probably didn't want to be on as much, and I have to, that's just, that's where I was in that phase in my life. So I think I love sharing my life, and, you hope it goes on as long as it can. But if it didn't, I would be okay with that too.